I wasn't originally going to cover this version of South Park the video game, mostly because it's the Nintendo 64 and I've had it up to here with its controls and controller.
You are retarded.
But I figured I might as well cover the last port of this game and make another compilation out of it. Plus, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, right? I mean, the PlayStation 1 version is pretty much dog shit. But maybe this one will be the superior version, right? Right?
It's bad!
Yeah, it's not. In fact, it's the worst version available of all three. Namely, because of the controls. As AVGN once put it,
what's the most important aspect about any fucking game? Well, being able to fucking play it. And what do you need to fucking play it? A fucking controller. So what do you do when the controller doesn't work? You're fucked.
So, what is South Park the video game? It's a first-person shooter developed by Iguana Entertainment and published by Acclaim.
Boo!
At least we can say Iguana was good at one point, as they did develop Turok.
What do you think it's for? What the? Dude, this is pretty f***ed up right here. Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
Anyways, you play through several levels as the boys trying to get to the very end, fighting non-stop hordes of enemies. There's a plot within each level with the overarching plot.
Gay, totally gay.
So, what is the plot? I'll just let the game explain it. I'm too big-boned and lazy to bother typing it into the script, let alone actually speak it.
From the deep reaches of space, a horror approaches. Once in a great while, the malevolent forces of a universe combine to form a force of evil so concentrated, so pure, that no bastion of goodness and decency can stand against it. It hurls through the universe toward its destination, the planet Earth. The town to be victimized? South Park, Colorado. A quaint little town nestled in the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. Where better to terrorize good and decent folk? Yeah, right.
So, how does the game control? Well, for some reason they thought the C buttons should be movement and the analog stick should be to look around.
What the fuck?
Yeah, on top of that, use the Z button to shoot, A and B to toggle between weapons, and the D-pad to alter between alt and primary fire modes.
It's just bad.
Also, to put the cherry on top of the terrible controls, your camera is inverted.
Oh dear God.
Yep, so the whole game is a clunky, intuitive mess. I cannot stress this enough. This game is nearly unplayable. But then again, it is also still South Park the video game.
I'm sick of all this. Whoa, dude, calm down. Just saying.
Oh god, the combat in this game just sucks.
It sucking fucks, it fucking sucks, it fucking blows, it's a piece of shit, and I don't like it.
With an inverted camera, a clunky control scheme to boot, South Park on Nintendo 64 is pure agony to play. Don't help, the analog stick on Nintendo 64 controllers are infamous for being fragile and not precise. I mean, this isn't Super Mario 64, the only game the controller was made for basically, akin to Wii Sports had the Wii Remote. I just cannot enjoy this gameplay at all. In fact, at times, I just wanted to scrap this review because it was truly dreadful. I wasn't expecting things to play so badly like this. Dear God! I'm no Markiplier. Pain and suffering isn't my cup of tea.
Not funny.
Don't help enemies just keep spawning non-stop in this game. Even if you clear an area, they just come right back. On top of confusing level design, this leads to nothing but frustration. Plus, the aiming is a bitch with the Nintendo 64 analog stick. Dear God, console first-person shooters were just a mistake. Try to hit dozens of turkeys as they just keep coming. Is this what Annabelle Chong had to go through back in 1996? God, I'm old. None of you have any idea who I'm talking about. You got three types of enemies. Standard fodder grunts that usually die fast, except as levels progress and they become more and more spongy.
Hey, over here!
Especially the clones. Dear God, level 2 is a train wreck with the clones. Use cheat codes or else. The second enemy type are tanks, and they spawn in new grunts non-stop till you kill them, which isn't as easy as their health is ridiculously high. Once wounded enough, they also run away, running all the way towards the beginning of the level to attack the town afterwards, so be sure to stop them first.
What the was that?
Otherwise, they will attack the town, and if it gets destroyed, you get a game over and have to start all over again.
Ah, shit!
The last enemy type are bosses. I'll cover them later on. For now, we gotta talk about firearms.
It's coming right for us!
You got a variety of weapons you'll gain throughout playing the game, or just use cheat codes like I did because this game is poorly designed. You need cheats to even progress. Hell, even just for the ammo as certain enemies, just eat up too much of it and still won't die. Your default weapon is a snowball. It's weak but infinite. You'll be relying on this a lot without cheats. Every weapon basically has an alternative fire option. This will give you more damage at the cost of fire rate, such as piss-covered snowballs. Take more time to fire off, but have a small area effect for damage and dole out more damage on top of the normal snowballs. You also got dodgeballs, plunger launcher, cow bazooka, chicken egg launcher, a piranha shooter that acts as a laser gun with its alternative fire option, and a useless UFO machine that doesn't work. Terrence and Phillip dolls, which are gas grenades. But the best weapon of all is easily the dart gun. It's Nerf or nothing. Overall, weapons are just okay, but if it wasn't for the terrible controls, maybe things would be different.
I'm gonna show you how to kick ass.
There's a total of 5 stages or levels, if you will, within the game, meaning yes, it's short in theory, but in reality should take you roughly 3 hours to get through, depending on your skill, port, and if you played the game before. You got the turkey level, clone level, alien level, TV robot level, and finally toy level, all of which vary in quality. And while I went into more detail in my PC review, I won't be bothering with this one because of many problems I've encountered with the Nintendo 64 port.
Oh boy, here we go.
All levels are poorly designed, so much so there's red arrows throughout the levels to ensure you won't get lost. But you will. Even the radar/minimap is useless, so get ready to not realize you've been going backwards with this game's copy and pasted level design till it's too late.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
God damn it.
The game, of course, is broken at times, as the gates you need to get through to progress won't always open. So you run around the entire level trying to find a single enemy so you can finally move on, but sometimes there's nothing there, leaving you stuck. Thank God for cheat codes, so we can still progress. If there wasn't any cheat codes, South Park would be even worse.
Something much worse.
Yeah, something much worse is the impossible platforming. This game's field of view and controls will hold you back from progressing on top of the glitches. There's times where you need to platform across pits, rivers, and even across crates just to get through a level. But it's just not possible, especially when you clip through the objects you're supposed to jump on in the first place.
God damn it! Motherfucker! Right here, buddy.
Bosses are really the original Dark Souls bosses before Dark Souls was even an idea. This game really hates the idea of you having any ammo left, so unless you enable infinite ammo, get ready to run out very quickly dealing with several bosses in this game. I'm not joking when I say the Blob boss has such bad hit detection that no matter what I threw at it, nothing did any damage for the longest time, as if the coding was as bipolar as its programmer. How many grenades does it take to kill a blob? I lost track at about 58. These things have bad hit detection and too much health. Also, enable invincibility, otherwise prepare to die constantly.
Good going, Cartman. Hey, at least he's dead.
You can't even fight the last boss as his hitbox is so spotty. It's like a needle in a haystack in scale. Plus, it don't help. He sprints to recharge and heal instantly every time you damage him. You can't even stop the process because the button has a bad hit detection as well. I'm spamming darts at the button and he still heals fully every single time. You literally cannot even beat this broken piece of shit game. Fuck this game. It's one of the worst games of all time. We're done.
God Damn it!
This is the worst port of South Park the video game. From its controls to the terrible gameplay, everything about it is just the worst. Except when it comes to graphics, I'll give it that. It's not as fugly as the PlayStation 1 version, but is that really anything to brag about?
Yeah, okay, fine. I just...
Of all versions, avoid the Nintendo 64 one. The PS1 is the second worst, and the PC is the least offending one, minus the sheer amount of health all enemies, including tanks and bosses, have. It looks the best, plays the best, and just overall is the better experience. If you have to play South Park the video game, get the PC version on My Abandonware, as they host a patched version for modern computers. At least I can say the music is still nice. My favorite is easily the UFO one. It's creepy and fits perfectly with the UFO's atmosphere. Just a creepy 90s style sci-fi horror level. All the other tracks are okay, nothing special, but have a South Park tone to them. You can't go wrong with the music, unless you use it in videos. Then YouTube will destroy you with copyright claims. Shocker. At the end of the day, this is easily one of the worst games of all time that I cannot recommend. From the terrible performance to the bad controls and spongy enemies, nothing about South Park the video game for Nintendo 64 is really good, minus the music and classic South Park humor. Back when the show was actually good, before the P episode onwards, is where I call the decline point.
You f***ing get me now?
Go play the PC port if you have to play this game. It's just a better experience overall. Helps too, a first-person shooter would control better with a keyboard and mouse versus a freaking controller, especially a Nintendo 64 controller.
True. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, that covers the last version of South Park the video game. I'll put together another compilation for the end of the year tomorrow. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later. If I don't go fucking insane in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane.
When you think of South Park games, what comes to mind exactly? The Stick of Truth? Phone Destroyer? Let's Go Tower Defense Play? The Fractured Butthole? Well, sorry to tell you, but those games are actually decent to good. We're, however, going back to the olden days of licensed games, this being the very first South Park game, South Park the video game from 1998, which is still infamous to this day for being one of the worst games of all time, and a prime example as to why we rarely saw South Park games till Matt and Trey got involved with the Stick of Truth. So let's jump into this dumpster fire of a game and get this review over with.
Hi, Chef.
Hello, children. Did you hear the news?
What news?
The game is about the four boys, Cartman, Stan, Kenny, and the Stupid Jew, going on wacky adventures based around the first few episodes of the show. Yeah, they didn't have much source material to work with here at this point in time, so everything is based off of something in the show. It doesn't matter who you play as, except for those who want to play as their favorite character over the others. So of course, I chose Cartman the majority of the time. It was either Cartman or Kenny. I don't play as Randy Jr., nor the Stupid Jew.
And then Eric destroyed the king toy, saving all toys from evil. Eric is so strong and brave. He is so cute. Cute, that's nice. Shut up, Kenny, you dildo! I'm a hero!
Even though the game is a generic first-person shooter, there's not much variety of weapons. You get an infinite ammo snowball attack, which is the weakest. Then you have dodgeballs, Nerf dart gun, Phillip doll bombs, and more. Though it won't matter. In fact, most of the time, you'll never really use most of them because of ammo rarity and the fact hitboxes rarely register, so you'll waste more ammo than using it effectively. Yes, the game is broken in all versions. The PlayStation 1 version is the most infamous for its subpar graphics and dreadful controls.
I'm hot on your grave. I'll keep you to that. 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 I'll keep you to that.
So let's talk controls. Now, even for its time, this was an awful choice of a layout. You use the left analog stick to move around in all directions. To aim up and down, you use the L2 and R2 buttons. To strafe, you use L1 and R1. To shoot, you use square, X to jump, circle and triangle to toggle between weapons, and select seems to offer a variation of attack for some weapons, like piss-covered snowballs, which dole out more damage but are slower, I guess? It doesn't matter. The game is garbage. Next up are the levels. There are roughly 3 stages in each of the 5 levels. Yes, that's how short it is. Even for its time, this was considered lackluster. Now, it wouldn't matter as much if the game was good, but this is Acclaim we're talking about here. The first level is all about the turkey episode with the Braveheart parody, but I never could progress through it as the gates never opened no matter what I did, so I got cheats to help me skip ahead. The second level is about the retarded clones rampaging around town, but it also broke, so I skipped to the third level. This one was about the visitors from space, from Cartman gets an anal probe. In this one you get to go all the way up into the UFO and destroy the core. This one actually worked. Next one is about giant robots attacking the town, and this one also broke on me. So I went right to the 5th and final level at the toy store. This was easily the most enjoyable because it's pretty straightforward and more creative when it comes to enemies, but the hitboxes were an issue. Thank God for invincibility and infinite ammo. Afterwards, the final boss appeared as Ultra Mega Man. His hitbox was atrocious as well. Half the time, everything went right through him, but after spamming the Philip Dahl bomb, I was able to beat him and finish the game. Now, what was it all for? Do you get anything special? No, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing but a middle finger from Acclaim. Ah, good old Acclaim. They're long dead now. The only good thing I can share in this video. Good riddance. Cause this game is such a broken god-awful mess. From its horrible audio to the 1993 graphics in 1998. Hell, nothing good can be said about the game itself. The developer and publisher are gone. That's the best thing about this. So anyway, let's get to the score. This game made no sense, even less so than the show.
That doesn't make any sense, though. Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, South Park the video game is just another prime example of horrible licensed games. Plus, it doesn't help it was published by Acclaim. They're infamous for low quality products. The THQ before THQ was the infamous one. Anyways, I do not recommend this game. It's also easily one of the worst games I have ever played. Soon, I'll have 100 worst games of all time list at this rate. Anyways, that's it for this video. See y'all later. I originally covered the PlayStation 1 version of this game back in January, where I encountered tons of issues and gave it a very negative review because of it. The game was a broken, clunky mess, with bad frame rate and graphics making me sick.
It was making me sick!
What do you mean?
Well, I finally got the PC version of South Park 1998 to work, and wanted to cover it as well, hoping maybe that the PC version would look and play a million times better, as there was always that one platform back in the day that had the superior version. Meanwhile, today, a lot of games are too similar on all platforms, with only minor graphical and frame rate differences, like 1 or 2 extra frames per second, and maybe you can see 1 extra bush in the world on the PlayStation over the Xbox. Man, things sure have changed since I was a kid.
Remember Alex? Remember?
Well, enough diddling-diddying around. Let's get this review over with, so I can move on to other projects I have in the works. So shut the fuck up, fat ass, and listen up. South Park 1998 for the PC has problems still, And here's what it is.
You're such a fat ass, Cartman. At least I'm not a stupid Jew. What?
The plot is a comet is passing the Earth, which will cause all kinds of weird things to happen. In other words, just another day in South Park.
It's coming! Here comes global warming! We did it, Blizzard!
As such, giant mutant turkeys, retarded clones, mad cows, aliens,
You see that?
toys, and TVs. Attack the town of South Park, and it's up to Cartman, Kenny, Stan, and the stupid Jew to stop it all and save the day. No doubt also learning something that day. But also probably not. PC version controls really well, surprisingly. Your typical first-person shooter control layout. While feeling on par with Doom in terms of smoothness, you use WASD for movement, spacebar for jump, left mouse button to shoot, right mouse button for alt attack, and the number keys for weapon swapping.
Out of my way, dum-dum. I'm gonna kick some butt. Take that, Thunderhead!
As for the weapons, you only get an infinite ammo snowball at first. This is the weakest weapon in the game, but that infinite ammo is a blessing, as I'll explain later on. You can use an alt attack where you piss on the snowball, making it more powerful. Your next weapon is a dodgeball, and not those sissy ass ones you used in grade school that were made out of like freaking foam, because your lawsuit happy parents would take action if you got a bloody lip. It's your classic hurts like a motherfucker dodgeball, which is slightly more powerful than the snowball, and the alt attack is a more powerful throw. Of course, every first-person shooter needs a shotgun-like weapon. So South Park 1998 gives you a plunger gun that can fire one shot or three, with the plungers being retrievable too. Dodgeballs can also be retrievable, but only if you're quick enough, as those just bounce everywhere. One of my favorite weapons is the Nerf toy dart gun. It's a machine gun that fires several rounds every time you fire, and can build up a single powerful shot only using one ammo. By the second level, we get a new weapon that will be detrimental to your chances of success. These are those crappy Terrence and Phillip dolls. Basically grenades with farts. Phillip is the weak explosion, while Terrence would make a 1940s German weep with joy.
Dude, sweet! Kick it! Oh, I think I'm going to fall! I think I found it! Sweet! Hey! Oh, I think I found it!
Eventually, you can get 4 more weapons. You have a weird gun that has various attacks as you press the alt button switch in between them. There's a chicken gun, which sucks.
I'll get you for that! Dude, sweet!
The alien device from Episode 1 appears as a weapon, but it never worked for me, so moving on. The final weapon is a cow bazooka. It's the most powerful weapon next to the Terrence doll. Major differences between the PS1 and PC versions are simple. The PC has the best graphics and frame rate. Also, unlike the PS1 version, I could complete every single level without having to use a cheat code to progress, as I was never soft locked or whatever you call it out of it, which was great, as I got to actually play the entire game, which wasn't really a good thing anyways, because the game is still just as flawed as the console version.
Oh, great, so now what?
It's just so much more smooth to move around, shoot, and swap weapons with a keyboard and mouse than a controller, because on a controller, you have to select one weapon at a time as you scroll through them. Meanwhile on PC, I can press the corresponding number key, 1 through 9, and bam, I'm now using the weapon I want. God, PC gaming is just superior to consoles, even to this day. So after starting a new game, we could pick who we want to play as for the entire game. So of course, that was a decision between Cartman and Kenny, cause fuck Randy Jr. and the stupid Jew.
Sweet.
We'll pick Kenny, cause honestly, how can you not like Kenny? He's the best character of the four.
Hi, Chef.
Hello, children. Did you hear the news?
What news?
A big comet is headed our way. It's gonna cross paths with the Earth, and when it does, all kind of crazy, spooky stuff is gonna happen.
Spooky like how?
Spooky like you better get your crack asses indoors, children. I'm not kidding. Our lives are in danger!
What the hell is that about? Man, Chef is weird.
So the first thing you'll be doing is fighting turkeys and collecting the other 3 characters. After that, you just push forward, fighting non-stop hordes of turkeys through a medieval fair, the snowy wilderness, and through the mountains of South Park.
Nice fucking model!
Right away, I was already bored because the game is so repetitive with its combat, as you just throw snowballs several times at each turkey that keeps spawning over and 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 over again. Thankfully, unlike the PS1 version, the gates did open up so I could progress the game. Yay, I guess. We eventually get to meet the tank units of the game. You have minions, who are the weakest of the enemies in large quantities. Then there's the tanks that spawn more minions, and live up to their name, because the PC port has a major flaw over the console version. That being the health for tanks and bosses, especially, are doubled, if not quadrupled, what the console versions are. What makes things even more annoying about tanks is they flee the level if they get hurt badly, so you have to chase after them, running back through the level from where you came, all the way back to the start, just trying to hit them and finish them off, or else you'll get a defense level after completing the level you're on. In those, you have to defeat all the tanks that escaped previously before the town of South Park is destroyed. Otherwise, game over. You have to start that entire episode all over again.
Bullshit!
So anyways, after fighting the same turkey minions and tanks for over 30 minutes, yes, it took over 30 minutes, we've got to the boss. And yeah, the boss. boss can only be hurt from behind, and it's behind, so unload all that you got into that turkey butt and question your life choices.
Out of my way, dum-dum. I'm gonna kick some butt.
God damn, that's a big flat ass.
But after beating the boss, it runs away, and Kenny dies, because classic era South Park ran that joke into the ground.
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard! I think we finally got them all. We gotta get home. It's almost time for Terrence and Phillip to be on. Oh yeah, this tunnel looks like a shortcut.
After that, I had to deal with the tanks attacking the town, and move on to the last level. Where your goal is to chase down and defeat the turkey boss once and for all. The con is the stupid bird will literally spin around and lay down so you can't attack it.
Damn, this guy's tough! Oh, sweet! Take that, peckerhead! You want a piece of me?
But after another few minutes of wasting all my ammo, the word for the bird is roasted.
That turkey didn't know who he was messing with. Hey, you guys, Cartman's eating the turkey butt. I'm not eating turkey butt! You son of a bitch, I'll kick you in the nuts!
Hello, children.
Hi, Chef.
You boys did a good job taking care of those turkeys, but I think that comet is still causing trouble.
What do you mean?
When I was coming home this morning, I heard a strange noise and saw an eerie green light coming from a warehouse. When I got closer to investigate, I saw Big Gay Al. He was acting mighty strange. All right, well, stranger than usual.
Oh no, I hope he's not in trouble.
I think you boys better check it out.
Me stan, ba chomp, ba chewy chomp. So yep, they decided to do the retarded clone episode as a level, which sucks cause these guys are all tanks that take forever to down and throw snowballs at you, so you can't just evade them from a distance like the turkeys. The whole first level goes on forever as you just down every clone and tank that spawns more minions, wasting all your ammo to take down a single one. The game really doubles down on increasing the health of enemies at this point, which makes things even worse. It took over 10 minutes in this tiny level to finish off all these clones to only have to deal with one that escaped.
I'm gonna show you how to kick ass!
The second level is just more endless waves of clones swarming out of warehouses one at a time at night. They barely even stick around as most just try to escape the level.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Eventually, a warehouse opens up for us to climb up into and fight an alien. With the reveal that a device by the aliens was behind the clones, so we destroy it and move on.
Dude, what the hell is this thing? It looks like some kind of alien device. Oh yeah? With that alien device, it thinks he's gonna defeat our Cartman. It's got another thing coming. Hey, stupid alien device, if you're so tough, why don't you— shut the f*** up and kill it.
But things are not over.
Damn it!
For we need the worst boss in the game to defeat next, as the final level is just more clones with the tar and the doi before we fight a literal piece of crap. Well, okay, not a literal piece of crap, but you get the point. This boss is the worst in the game as it has too much health, it can barely be damaged, with a tiny bitty hitbox that barely works with its eye that it throws at you. You'll also notice I activated an infinite health cheat. This was necessary at this point, and if I could figure out how to activate the infinite ammo cheat at this point, I would have had that as well, but I couldn't get that one to work yet. So after almost 5 minutes of fighting the blob, non-stop throwing everything I had at it, we won, and the level was over. Thank God. I wanted to quit at this point. The mind-numbingly repetitive combat was taking its toll. It felt like I was already playing this game for over 10 hours straight, but in reality, it was only about 1 hour. That's how bad the game is.
Good going, Cartman. Hey, at least he's dead.
Hello, children.
Hi, Chef. Hey, Chef, what's up?
Did you children see all those lights dancing around the sky and that crazy music playing? I think the alien visitors are back.
Don't worry, Chef, we'll take care of it. Yeah, let's go kick their asses. Do aliens have asses?
For the third level, this game really starts to piss me off even more. This time the minions are tanky cows that can move faster than you and put you around like a golf ball. Plus, we finally face the visitors from episode 1 who are supposedly behind everything. At this point, I just cheated to get all the weapons so I can have an easier time getting through everything. The level comprises mostly of rivers, tunnels, and a whole lot of shitty platforming.
Try again, dumbass.
Tanks are UFOs that spawn more cows. Thankfully, these guys go down quickly thanks to the better weapons, and just seems to have overall less health than the previous tanks. Eventually, we fight our way through the level to the parked mothership. Here we have to fight non-stop waves of aliens that take forever to down.
Oh, I think I'm going to fly! You bastard, come back here! I've had enough of this crap!
After almost 5 minutes of non-stop aliens, we get a key.
Dude, it's a key! What do you think it's for? Don't be stupid, Cartman, it's probably for the mothership. Yeah, you skinny ass. Hey, don't you call me skin... Wait a minute. You tricked me, son of a bitch!
Now for the best part of this entire level, and what I consider the best level of the game, inside the mothership. We fight more aliens and cows, with more garbage platforming, sadly, before finding various South Park characters inside tubes who were used for the clones. Making our way deeper into the ship, we find the core and fight it. Once again, this boss is too spongy, but thankfully doesn't really fight back. using every weapon basically, the core becomes overloaded, and we win.
Quick, run for it before it blows!
It's fucking raw!
Hello, children.
Hi, Chef.
I'm sure glad you children got rid of those aliens. They were giving me the free willies. But now it seems we have a bigger problem on our hands.
We do?
Yes, children. After the alien ship went down, the seismic center started picking up some strange signals.
Damn it, when the hell is this gonna stop? First it's the turkeys, then the asshole clones and aliens. I'm sick of all this. Whoa, dude, calm down. I'm just saying.
At this point, I just don't want to play anymore. I do start rushing through everything. This level sucks, as the enemies are just robots and TVs. Not exactly enticing foes, I know. Thankfully, this level was overall short because I just bum rushed through most of it, only to stop when I needed to clear all the enemies in the area to progress. Towards the end, Ned and Uncle Jimbo are captured by the machines, and we have to save them by destroying all the production machines. Finally, after figuring out where the last of the machines were because of the confusing samey level design in this game, we are done. Can you tell I bum rushed through this?
Thanks for rescuing us, Stanley.
We owe you one.
Yep, next time you're in a life-threatening situation, give us a call.
Man, that sucked. Holy robot eat ass. I killed the mush robot. I killed the mush robot. Eat it. Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard! Hi, Chef.
Hello, children.
Please tell me this comic crap is finally over.
It's all going to come to a head tonight, children. The comet is near South Park.
Oh, great. So now what? We're gonna have to fight killer toys?
Yes.
Wow, good guess, dude.
I just don't want to play anymore, but we'll keep pushing forward for this review. Our last level consists of evil toys. We have to fight tanks, cars, planes, and dolls. If it wasn't for the cheats, this level would be impossible because of the small hitboxes and fast movement of the enemies. They really saved the worst for last, folks. Just unload the dart gun on everything with fart bombs. Things eventually start to work out. As for the tanks of this level, they're just Jack in the Boxes, yep, that talk, and are rabbits. These guys go down pretty quickly, though. We move through the streets of South Park to the hive of these monster toys, which, of course, is the toy store. 'Cause where else would we go? Whistling Willies?
Off with it, Willie.
The toy store is fairly straightforward, with not much to it. We just fight some more toys and make our way to the back for the boss.
You're using my eyes. Are you some kind of moron?
As for the boss, it's the action figures Cartman wanted for his birthday when Damien came to school. Remember that episode with Jesus and Satan boxing? Probably not. Man, I'm old. So yeah, the final boss is Ultra Mega Man, who likes to retreat and heal. So you have to hit the button next to the recharge station to stop his healing process every time he wants to fall back, which took me a minute to figure out. And even though I was shooting the button, half the time it did not register, so I thought, okay, maybe I just have to keep attacking him in order to try to prevent him from healing fully. But eventually the button registered the hit and he could no longer heal, and I was eventually able to take him down.
Sweet! I fought on your breath!
And then Eric destroyed the king turret, saving all toys from evil.
Eric is so strong and brave. He is so cute.
Yeah, that's cute, isn't it?
Shut up, kitty, you dildo! I'm a hero!
Hello, children.
Hi, Chef.
Congratulations, children. The comet is gone and you saved the world from despair and destruction. Oh my God! They killed Kenny!
Dude, who's they? A safe fell on him. Well, we always say they. We always say they killed Kenny. That doesn't make any sense, though. Oh, yeah.
After you complete the game, there's nothing else to do. No replay value whatsoever. No alternative paths or hidden bonus levels. The multiplayer is online only with no bots, so that's out of the question. The music is fine, but why does it cut out randomly during gameplay?
Turn it up! Turn it up!
Chef, of course, gets the groovy corno music.
Chef, those turkeys suck big portions of ass. Dan, if you were a superior marksman like me, maybe you wouldn't have a problem. Shut up, fat ass!
Children, you need to focus on the problem at hand.
But my favorite song of all is the Alien one. I just love the creepiness of it. Honestly, there isn't much else to say. South Park 1998 is a straightforward, short, lackluster game that feels like you're watching 2001: A Space Odyssey on repeat for a week. Let's just move on. I have nothing else to say.
Kenny's being a dildo.
At the end of the day, South Park for PC is still a bad game. While the improved graphics and performance are nice, the more spongy enemies are not. The core design flaws are still present within this version. At least it functions, unlike the PS1 version, which had issues with progression. Gates wouldn't open, enemies wouldn't spawn. I had to rely on cheats to get through the entire game because of that. While yes, I still needed cheats for this version on PC, at least I could progress without being soft locked or whatever you would call it.
I'll get you for that. Hey, come on, man. I'll get you for that. Stupid, I'm over here, asshole.
To me, if they made it less repetitive with less enemies and more variety of enemies, not to mention take away half of all bosses' health and tank health, it would have been a much better experience. Still wouldn't be anything but great, but at least it would be mediocre fun. But for what South Park 1998 is, it's a borderline mediocre game that I still do not recommend. Anyways, with this version covered, I'll eventually get to the Nintendo 64 version as well one day, which I heard was the better received one, but I also still need to cover every other version of South Park Chef's Love Shack and South Park Rally. Till then, this video will have to hold you guys over, as I'm burning out and getting a severe case of writer's block. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
Goodbye.